What's up, y'all? It's your boy Q Cozy. I just want to give y'all an introduction to myself. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about me and my ambitions, my goals, and my future, and what I plan on doing with this, I guess, content creation and photography that I got going on. Uh, but I'm from Miami, Florida. Born and raised there.
The 19-year-old Pompano Beach rapper
is reportedly back in jail after he was arrested today in Broward County,
named
Florida.
as Dice Octave changed his plea from not guilty to no contest.
Mr. Octave, I've accepted your plea.
In the two criminal cases that had put his music career on hold.
The troubled rapper found himself back behind bars after violating the terms of his house arrest.
You know I'm a hot boy, but I ain't never lose my cool. The streets on fire, that's why I'm around with my tool. 1800 block boy, I'm quick to give a bit of blues. I was already sentenced before I came about the wound. Streets done already sentenced me before no cracker could. And I don't know why, but I'm just so fucked up out the hood. And I don't know why these niggas be hating on the G when I'm the same little nigga who gave you niggas a chance to eat. I had to do that time, cause nobody do that shit for me when I was doing that time. Ain't nobody do that shit with me. Miss my nigga cool. I know right now you probably
I was there for about 12 years. Back in 2011, we moved to Atlanta, Georgia. And I basically spent like my whole other half of my childhood there. You feel me? And I met great people. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Not everything is how it seems, though. I don't think Atlanta is a place where it's a place where you can definitely venture out and, I guess, grow with whatever you're doing. Whether it's a hair business, you know what I'm saying, barbering, content creation, whatever. There's plenty of people out there for that. But in my opinion, it's not home. Like, I don't think Atlanta, Georgia is home. Maybe other parts of Georgia, but not Atlanta, Georgia. I don't really think it's a vibe like that. I don't get that vibe from it. But yeah, I got two kids, Blaze and Aiden. Aiden is my youngest. Blaze is my first. I got Blaze's birthday tatted on my inner bicep right here. I plan on getting Aiden's, either his like name or his birthday tatted behind my right ear, or somewhere that is visible. Because I don't know, I feel like tattoos have to have meaning to your life. I don't like when people just go and get a whole bunch of random bull crap on their body. But like, I mean, it's like if the tattoo is tough, like, you know what I'm saying? If it's tough, then, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. But like, I just find it so much cooler when people have stories or whys to why they got that certain tattoo. I think it just makes so much more sense. It's just on your body literally forever unless you get it laser removed or however they do the look. Miami was definitely a vibe though. Like, the culture down there is so diverse that it's like, it's crazy. Like, that will forever, I wouldn't say it'd be forever be my home, but I would definitely, like, if I had to pick between moving back to Georgia or Florida, I'd definitely pick Florida over Georgia. And it's warm down there all year round. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not fucking with this cold shit, bro. Like, this is for the birds. But yeah, a little bit more about me. I like to thrift. I like to read books sometimes. Heavy on them sometimes because I have to be absolutely doing nothing. Like, it has to be nothing on my agenda in order for me to sit down and read a book. I just be feeling like there's so much other things I can do than just to read a book. I'm not saying reading a book is a waste of time, but it's just like with all this like technology and stuff we got around, it makes it hard. I feel like my attention span has decreased heavily within the past like 10 years of me living, bro. Like, and people don't realize that social media has that effect on you. But I'm definitely like well aware of that fact, but I still abuse it anyway. I guess I'm hard-headed, but trying to get back into reading books, just taking the time to sit down and clearing my mind and probably learning something from reading a book, and just stay away from my phone for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get my head right. Another thing, I like to go to the gym. I'm not a consistent like gym rat, but I have those weeks where I'm hitting it heavy and I'm like going consistently, like damn near 6 out of 7 days of the week. But then I do have those weeks where it's like, damn, I don't feel like going today, or like, shit, I'm not going today. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I gotta find a way to stay consistent, because I don't know, I just need to get better at that. What else I like to do? I said thrifting, reading books, going to the gym. I like playing 2K. I'm a dog in 2K. You feel me? If you're ever trying to play 2K, let me know. But you can't be ass, because if you're ass, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you, because I hate to lose. I like to win, bro, because the game is just too easy. COD is a different story. Call of Duty, I could lose all day in that shit, because it'll still be fun even if you lose. But I'm not bad at that game either. I'm just saying I could take an L and but I got into photography about a year and I want to say 6 months. I'm gonna say 6 months, year and a half. I got into photography about a year and a half ago, and the way I got into it, I just literally bought a camera. I got inspired by someone. I'm not gonna say that someone, but when I seen a certain someone use a camera, I was like, damn, like, you telling me like I could take pictures like this and they'll come out like this? And it's just like, all right, bet. So I went and I bought me a camera from Target. My first camera was the Rebel T7i. That camera came out in 2017. It's a crop sensor frame camera, and that was my first little piece of equipment that I've ever owned. And when I got that thing, I was taking pictures left and right. I would go on photo walks almost every other weekend, and I was just consistently take pictures, because I love the idea of I can take a picture and I could edit it and manipulate it to the way I want it to come out. And I'm not saying that I completely transformed the entire picture like on some Photoshop shit, but you can manipulate colors depending on how you shoot. If you shoot raw, then you can definitely manipulate the colors in the image to make them come out how you want to. But yeah, I used that camera all the way up until about this year in June. Yeah, I got rid of it in June. But I was rocking with that camera for a while. I had the kit lens. I bought the kit when I got it, so it came with the 18 to 55 millimeter, And then it came with the 75 to 300. And boy, I felt like I was on top of the world. But as I started to get into photography a little bit more, I noticed like the limitations that it had, not just with the camera, but with the lens and stuff that it came with. Like the 18 to 55, it was a good lens. It was a decent lens, all right. It had a wide angle, focal angle, but it was shitty in dark situations because the f-stop only went to about, it started at like 3.5, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's like way too dark for anybody to take pictures in some shady lighting. The 75 to 300, it was alright. It was an okay lens. It was just outdated as fuck, and it wasn't as sharp. Both of those lenses wasn't as sharp. So I was like, dang, bro, like, I really want some sharp images. Like, what can I do? What lens can I buy to start making my images come out a little bit more sharper, and with that blurry background, the bokeh or whatever they call it. Yeah, so I did my research, and I found out about the 50 millimeter 1.8, a really inexpensive lens that I still use to this day. That lens is so goated that it's not even funny. Like, I don't understand how they make a lens so goated like that, but it's cheap as hell. Like, I don't understand the logic behind it, because you got all these other great lenses like the 24 to 70 or the 70 to 200, and they all like, those are really great lenses, and those shits are like $400, $800, $1,200. Like, but this 150 millimeter 1.8 is $129 without tax. Yeah, so I got that. I started taking self-portraits. Like, I started taking self-portraits around the house. Just about anywhere you can name. That's when I was in my self-photography bag. Like, my self-portrait bag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had nobody really knew that I was taking pictures yet. So I had to use myself to kind of get that out there and show people what I was doing with this new photography thing that I picked up. And I just started learning about like composition, lighting, ISO, f-stop, shutter speed. I started really learning how all those play a big part in creating the image that you want. You could definitely manipulate camera settings to make a picture come out the way you want. For example, like, you can manipulate like the shutter speed if you want that long exposure type picture where that one subject is still, but everything behind it is moving and it's like blurred or whatever. You can do that by lowering the shutter speed. You might need a tripod, but you can do that by lowering your shutter speed and having that subject stand still while everything else around it is moving. Stuff like that, you know, I was learning and taking advantage of. So yeah, I got rid of that camera back in June 2023 this year, and settled for the Canon EOS 60. Now, this camera, the camera that I'm recording with right now, actually, this camera was made in 2010, I think, or 2013. One of those years. And this shit is a fucking beast. I did my research. You know what I'm saying? Even though this is older than my last camera, I feel like it's an absolute machine compared to what I had before. It's a full frame camera, so my 50 millimeter lens will actually be 50 millimeters and not like fucking 72 or 75 like how it would be on my crop sensor camera. So my composition with photography got a lot better when I bought this camera, just because I could get the actual focal length of my lenses that I'm using with the camera to get the image that I want. And that was a big relief, because using a Rebel, I would always have to reposition myself in order to get more of the composition that I'm trying to build within the picture. And it just got to a point where it got so annoying. Don't get me wrong, the Rebel T7 is a great camera. I've taken so many good pictures with it. But at a certain point, it's time to move on from the old things onto the better things. So I settled for the Canon EOS 6D, and I love this camera despite its age. I'm probably not gonna ever get rid of this camera. It's probably gonna be something that I like pass down to my kids type John, if I could keep it in good condition, because I don't got no scratches, no nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? It's still damn near mint. I could probably sell it for full price right now. But yeah, that is the story behind how I also still have my 50 millimeter. That's like my baby. I don't ever take that lens off my camera. But I also have the 70 to 200 millimeter, and I bought that. Actually, when I first got this 6D, I bought the 24 to 105 with it, and then I traded the 24 to 105 for the 70 to 200 millimeter 2.8, and I've been rocking with these three lenses since I don't know when. I also have a good collection of film cameras. I got the Mamiya RZ67. I bought that off somebody some time ago. I still haven't used it, and it's frustrating because I really want to get to use it. I really want to use it, but it is so intimidating that I just been letting it sit for a while. Now, that's not a good thing, but I don't know. I just feel like one day I just gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Stop being so scared. I don't know what I'm scared of. I guess I'm scared of like messing up, because with film, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not digital, so you can't see the outcome right then and there. You gotta get that film processed and wait unless you do it yourself, which I don't have the means to produce film myself. So I just feel like it's a big risk, but at the same time, I do feel like you would learn a lot from failure, and I think that's what I'm scared of, failure. So it's just been sitting. All of my film cameras have been sitting. The Mamiya, I bought off somebody from the Facebook Marketplace, and yeah, he gave me two lenses that came with it. I think the 90 millimeter and like 100 and some millimeter. I can't even say if they're decent lenses or not, because I've never used them. But I want to use them one day, because those things take great pictures, like mind-blowing. I also have a Minolta film camera. I forgot what the actual model of that camera was, but I got a couple of Minoltas, and then I bought this one film camera that Spider-Man used in one of his movies, the Yashica G something. I'll put it on the screen, y'all see it. But yeah, I bought that camera. It was in mint condition. Still haven't used it like the rest of my film cameras, but I got a good look. You know what I'm saying? I got a good look collection, and I'm proud of that. I really find it interesting when it comes to older stuff like that. I'm not no hoarder or no big time collector, but when it comes down to little things like that, I do like collecting stuff that actually means something to me. So about 20 years or so from now, I could look back and be like, damn, like it's really some antique shit that I got. But yeah, that's that on my little collection. Whenever I actually find all my cameras, I will update you guys on what I have, because I don't know every single camera model that I have because I barely use them. But yeah, that's that on my little collection. But I plan on doing big things with this photography thing. A lot of people always ask why I don't be charging like how I should, and that's just because I feel like there's so many different sides to photography that I don't really know my place right now. I want to make it a business, but I feel like there's definitely a business side and I guess creative side. The way I see the business side is those people who take graduation photos, maternity photos, family portraits, weddings, stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can get a bag off of that shit. I could run up a fat bag, but I don't think I'm in a time and place to do that yet, because it just takes so much time. Running a business in the military is probably kind of hard for anyone. I'm not saying it's not doable, but it's definitely challenging for service members to actually run a business. I say for people in the Navy, because we go out to sea from time to time and we're not available from this time to this time. We deploy a lot more frequently than other branches. And it's just so much. But I'm on my creative side right now, and I just like the idea of creating something with a story behind it. I feel like it just gives the pictures more life, because when I look at those businesses that take graduation shoots and weddings and maternities, those tell stories, of course, but it is replicated over and over at the same time. So it's it's just repetitive, and I think it will get boring and tiring, not creating something different, not allowing your brain to flow like how it's supposed to. But in the future, I'll probably definitely get into that, you know what I'm saying, get a bag, because it's a guaranteed bag in that. But for right now, I just want to let my brain do all the work and figure some stuff out and master certain techniques and get to a point where I feel like there's so little learning to do before I step into that world, because I don't know everything about photography. Like, there's lighting, composition, and a whole bunch of other things that you need to have knowledge of in order to be successful with photography. And I just feel like I just want to be the greatest that I can be before I start charging people absurd amounts of money to take them pictures that they might hang on to forever, and that they might look back on and, you know, show their kids, show their family members, or whatever the case may be. And, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that I have that touch before I do something like that, because a lot of people know you can get sued for a lot of things, and I just don't want to deal with none of the headaches that comes with servicing people in that field. So that's a big reason on why I kind of been stagnant on where I'm at lately, because a lot of people have asked me to do things like that. It's like I would do it with no hesitation, you know, but it's not something that I'm just like motivated to do every day that I wake up. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm good, you know, you feel me? I have been limiting myself, though, because I feel like that I have to have the best equipment in the world to produce certain things. But, like, I'm over that. I'm kind of just like, you know, screw it. Whatever I make is going to be what I make. However it come out, it's going to be however it come out. And I'm just kind of going with that flow right now. Just using what I can use. Like, my camera isn't the best camera for videos, so I really held back on creating content just because of that. It doesn't have some good video power behind it. It's really just a beast for photography. But I'm saying, screw it, F it. We just gonna create, and we just gonna vibe. And I'm not letting that get to my head no more. And it's crazy because I feel like I'm being a hypocrite towards myself, because I tell people that it's never the equipment that you use, it's the person behind it. And I've been allowing the equipment that I use to keep me from creating anything, or not anything, but content like this, videos. So we just gonna rock out with this setup until we can come up with a better one. And it's probably gonna be a while from now, or not. Who knows? I could get somebody could pay me a major bat tomorrow, and boom, I got it. But we just gonna vibe. You feel me? We gonna stand on business. We gonna stand on business, and we gonna vibe. But that's just a little bit about me. I don't really know what else I could say or talk about right now. It'll come to me later. If I do have something to talk about later, then I'll definitely record myself again. But for right now, I think I'm just talking in circles. Yeah, man, I think that'll conclude this introduction video. I'll definitely put out more content for y'all to watch and actually have it planned because I'm just going with the flow right now. None of this is planned. None of this is scripted. So I just literally got up and just hit record. This is it's as real as it's gonna get. Yeah, hope y'all stay tuned. I catch y'all.